The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there out of Kamara, and even 70 yards. First and goal from the 3. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Panthers 0. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Stopped by
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
2 brings up 2nd and 13 at the 15-yard line. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 70 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one caught by Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
At the 47-yard line.
It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 11 yards there. 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And he's going to keep it here. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
44-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, McCaffrey. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 33. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down now. It's Davis, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On third down, Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin.
A final shot before half for Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Cooper on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. at their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On the ground, Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A run for the fullback, Burton. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They run again with the fullback, Burton. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Carried by the fullback.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the ground with a fullback, Burton. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. At
the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Bridgewater now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and now it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Will Lutz lining up for
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Marcus Williams on the cover.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Bridgewater. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Ready? 95, 56. Here we go. Tighten up.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
Alvin Kamara.
Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
Brought down by Eli Apple.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
All day, just like that, just like that.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Kickoff for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Cooper on the return. The Panthers.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Breeze to throw. And this is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 24-yard line.
He's checking.
Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Bridgewater toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bridgewater to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.